Katie's here. Okay, real quick. Last night, epiphany, I realized what the world of dating needs. Ready? A lemon law.
A lemon law like for cars.
Exactly. From the moment the date begins, you have 5 minutes to decide whether you're going to commit to an entire evening. And if you don't, it's no hard feelings, just good night. Thanks for playing. See you never. Huh? Huh? The lemon law. It's gonna be a thing.
You can't trust graduation goggles. They're just as misleading as beer goggles, bridesmaid goggles, and that's just a bulky, outdated cell phone in his front pocket goggles. That one was a bummer.
Kids, your grandma always used to say to me, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. She was right. When 2 a.m. rolls around, just go home and go to sleep.
Do you want these? I hate olives.
She hates olives. Awesome.
The olive theory.
The olive theory is based on my friends Marshall and Lily. He hates olives, she loves them. And in a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. Perfect balance.
Unpause?
Unpause.
Let's pause. See, Marshall and Lily had a rule that at any point during a fight, they could pause and take a break. Their fights often lasted for days.
Look, there's a fine line between love and insanity. It's the Dobler-Dahmer theory.
Damn, I always forget the little one.
If both people are into each other, a big romantic gesture works. Like Lloyd Dobler holding up the boombox outside Diane Court's window and say anything. But if one person isn't into the other, the same gesture comes off serial killer crazy or Dahmer. No.
But I'm gonna give you 4 words to live by. New is always better.
New is always better?
You know who's 1,000,000 times hotter than the hottest girl I've ever slept with? Her okay-looking friend I haven't seen naked. Why? Because new is always better.
I see what's going on. You, my friend, are suffering from a little-known condition, little known because I just made it up, called new relationship smugness. You and Robin are in the honeymoon phase. Everything's perfect. Every song on the radio is about you. Every other couple sucks. Enjoy it. NRS doesn't last forever.
Out of nowhere, Marshall actually liked GMB.
It's graduation goggles.
What?
Graduation goggles, like with high school. It's 4 years of bullies, making fun of all the kids with braces, even after the braces come off and they can walk just fine. But then on graduation day, you suddenly get all misty because you realize you're never gonna see those jerks again.
Not jealous at all. Of course she wasn't jealous. That's the whole dynamic of your relationship.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's like this, my man. Every good relationship has a reacher and a settler.
Exactly. One person reaches for someone out of their league. The other one settles for someone below theirs.
You see, every woman, no matter how initially repugnant, has a mermaid clock. The time it takes for you to realize you want to bone her. Sure, today you see Iris as a manatee, but she ain't gonna stay that way. Marshall, your secretary's mermaid clock starts right now.
Oh, it's actually a common thing. When you're around someone from your past, you kind of revert back to who you were when you knew them. There's not really a name for it, though.
It's called revertigo.
Yeah, I don't know about revertigo.
You know who gets really bad? Revertigo?
Lily when she's around her high school friend Michelle.
The looming specter of Valentine's Day fast approaching. The 2 key ingredients to my favorite day of the year, February 13th, Desperation Day.
That's not a thing.
It's a thing. Every woman wants a date on Valentine's Day. That neediness reaches its climax, what up, on February 13th.
You may have closed the door on Barney, but he locked it.
What? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he got the last word, and now you want what you can't have like you always do. It's the classic lobster situation. Once you learned you couldn't have lobster, you became obsessed. Barney's the same thing, and this is gonna blow up in your face, just like the lobster blew up your face. The ring, Robin. The ring has power.
When a woman puts on an engagement ring, it's like when Bilbo Baggins wears the one ring in The Hobbit.
Okay, can you say that again, but not nerd?
Sure. The ring is like the cloak that Harry Potter wears to sneak around Hogwarts.
Yeah, I don't speak virgin either. The ring. It makes you invisible.
And he'd get away with it. You know why? No stink.
You obviously haven't split a cab with him after basketball.
No, I don't mean physical stink. I mean the pheromonal stink a guy gives off when he's desperate for action to a pathetic degree. You know, like Ted. You have to wait 3 days to call a woman. That's the rule.
Who even came up with that?
Jesus started the whole wait 3 days thing. He waited 3 days to come back to life. It was perfect. If he'd have only waited 1 day, a lot of people wouldn't have even heard that he died. They'd be all, hey, Jesus, what up? And Jesus would probably be like, what up? I died yesterday. And then they'd be all, you look pretty alive to me, dude. And he's not gonna come back on a Saturday. Everybody's busy, doing chores, working the loom, trimming their beards. No, he waits the exact right number of days. 3. Plus it's Sunday, so everyone's in church already. They're all in there, oh no, Jesus is dead. Then bam, he bursts through the back door. runs up the aisle, everyone's totally psyched, and FYI, that's when he invented the high five. We wait 3 days to call a woman because that's how long Jesus wants us to wait. True story. How do you keep a girl from becoming your girlfriend? Simple. The rules for girls are the same as the rules for gremlins.
Gremlins?
Gremlins. Rule number 1, never get them wet. In other words, don't let her take a shower at your place. Number 2, keep them away from sunlight, i.e. don't ever see them during the day. And rule number 3, never feed them after midnight, meaning she doesn't sleep over and you don't have breakfast with her. Ever. You've heard of the golden rule, right? Love thy neighbor?
Actually, it's do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's from the Bible.
Damn it, Ted. I've worked out this whole thing where the golden rule is love thy neighbor, so just, okay? Now, the golden rule is love thy neighbor, but there's one rule above it, the platinum rule. Never, ever, ever, ever love thy neighbor. You have just become victims of the cheerleader effect. Glad you asked. The cheerleader effect is when a group of women seems hot, but only as a group. Just like with cheerleaders. They seem hot, but take each one of them individually, sled dogs. Watch your steps when you get up, kids, because I am about to drop some knowledge. Relationships are like a freeway. Freeways have exits, so do relationships. The first exit, my personal favorite, is 6 hours in. You meet, you talk, you have sex, you exit when she's in the shower. The next exits are 4 days, 3 weeks, 7 months. That's when you guys are gonna break up. Mark your calendars. Hey! Then a year and a half, 18 years, and the last exit, death. Which, if you've been with the same woman for your entire life, it's like, are we there yet? The Ewok line. Anyone born on this side of the Ewok line was at least 10 years old when Jedi came out, and thus too old for something so cloying and cute. Anyone born on this side loved the Ewoks because, why? They reminded you of?
Our teddies?
They reminded you of your teddies. It all depends where Ted and his new fetching young Floridian are standing in relation to that puzzling meridian called the International Date Line. That's right, new theory. What's that, you ask?
Nobody did.
I'll now address your query. The date line is the border betwixt happiness and sorrow. On this side, you go home tonight. On this side, home tomorrow. She's got the crazy eyes.
Dude, the eyes, they're crazy.
You guys talking about the crazy eyes? It's a well-documented condition of the pupils, or pupae.
No, just pupils.
It's an indicator of future mental instability.
She does not have the crazy eyes.
You just can't see it because you're afflicted with haven't been laid in a while blindness.
Wait, hot crazy scale?
Let me illustrate. A girl is allowed to be crazy, as long as she is equally hot. Thus, if she's this crazy, she has to be this hot. If she's this crazy, she has to be this hot. You want a girl to be above this line. Ted, do you know how long it takes a woman to decide whether or not she's gonna sleep with a guy? 8.3 seconds. After that, her decision is made. She will not change her mind.
Do you guys remember Barney's whole thing about making plans in a relationship? 4th row.
Ted, no, you're violating the date-time continuum. You never make plans with a girl further in the future than the amount of time you've been going out. You've been dating this girl for what, 2 weeks? No, you're not taking her to a Springsteen concert in January.
Everyone's got an underpants radius. For most of us, it's the distance from the bedroom to the bathroom. But as your self-esteem gets smaller, your underpants radius gets bigger.
How big is Marshall's underpants radius?
We're going.
Oh, like Barney's theory about world peace?
So I explained to her, I said, Madeline, every single international conflict essentially boils down to sexual tension.
Every international conflict.
Every single one, dude.
So the crisis in the Middle East could be solved by...
Gaza strippers. Next.
Apartheid?
Apart thighs. What else?
Anytime a single guy hangs out with a married woman, there are rules that must be followed. Rule number 1.
Don't use the husband's condoms. That's just rude.
Rule number 1. Don't go anywhere that has candles. Rule number 2. No sharing food. In fact, anything involving saliva is off limits. Toothbrushes, thermometers, lipstick.
Well, if I can't share her lipstick, there's really no point in even going.
And the most important rule of all.
Lubricant is public property.
No lying to the spouse about anything you do.
Robin, Kevin, you in?
Kids, early in any relationship, there's a phase where you don't say no to anything because you want to seem interesting, adventurous, and open-minded. I call it early relationship chicken.
Well, I am open to anything.
Almost deaf. Marshall Erickson's stamp of approval.
Marshall, you're a stamp tramp.
How dare you? And what is that?
You give your stamp of approval to everything. It's become meaningless. It's like when my mom likes a movie. It just means Richard Dreyfuss is in it.
Please. You're a piggyback stamper.
How dare you? And what is that?
Allow us to demonstrate. Lily,
Hey guys, I just found a great new sushi restaurant. It's called Katsu.
Yoku. Katsuyoku. My idea. I'm Ted. Nailed it.
Totally.
It's an overcorrection.
How dare you? What is that?
Barney was engaged to Quinn, a stripper he never really trusted, so he overcorrects by dating her opposite, warm and nurturing Patrice.
That does happen. Like Ted, after you broke up with sweet, innocent Victoria.
No, you hang up first.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up first.
Hang up, you little bitch!
You and Robin are platonic.
Please. Ted and Robin are not platonic. Just like me and Robin are not platonic. Just like no two single people in the world are ever platonic. Symposium. Two people are only platonic if, in the next 20 minutes, there is no chance of them hooking up. All depends where Ted and his new fetching young Floridian are standing in relation to that puzzling meridian called the International Date Line. That's right, new theory. What's that, you ask?
Nobody did.
I'll now address your query. The date line is the border betwixt happiness and sorrow. On this side, you go home tonight. On this side, home tomorrow.